What's up, everyone? It is I, Adam Prime, and we are back for something familiar, something a little bit different. As you know, I like to cover some Evangelion related stuff, and while this is not exactly Eva Frame, this is a toy line I kinda did want to talk about, and this is the Evangelion um BeastBox collection of Beetles. If I remember correctly, this was just called the Eva Beetle set, but this is by the company. I don't know if it's 52 or 52 Toys. Um, just this is a random toy line that I randomly found before this set came out, and I got a couple, and I'm like, man, these are actually really kind of cool. I'd love to talk about them. And then they announced this set, and I was like, well, this is getting a video done on camera, and this box is huge. You got a big picture of all three Beetles on there. You got Evangelion. It says Eva Unit 1, Eva Unit 00, Ava Unit 2. You got BB32 Ava 02, BB36 Ava 00, or 0, BB40 Ava 01. On the side, you get some bonuses, it says. I can't say. It just says detail. Detail. It comes with a box. Beast box. On the back, it has pretty much all your warnings. They can turn into cubes. Do not eat them. Made in China. Don't know what that means. On the top, it says nerve only. Do not open without permission. Okay. You got a nice shot of all three of them on the side. 52 toys. And the bottom is kind of boring. Oh, you have to be 15 years or older. According to this, nothing else. And that's it. That's pretty much the box. It does actually have the official Evangelion store stamp and whatever this QR code is for the company that made it. But yeah, so there you go. That is the box, and this is actually a really nice box. I rarely ever show you guys the insides, but I was not expecting like foam for all of the stuff. Like, this is kind of cool. So yeah, that's where all the stuff was stored. So yeah, that is the packaging. That is what is in there. So yeah, this was a lot nicer of a box, a lot bigger of a box than I was expecting. But let's get the toys actually in here, and we'll check them out. And here's the stuff that was in the box. Let's start off with these like little stands that they come with. Yeah, that's what they are. They're actually pretty nice. They're like made out of acrylic. It's pretty dense. It actually says Ava Unit 0. I don't know what I was about to say. But it has a nice picture of the Beetle mode. And these are just kind of standees. I don't know what you would do with them. They're just kind of neat little things. You got one for Unit 1, which looks pretty good. There's Unit 1s. And we'll get a peek at 02s. Or Unit 2s, which I'm realizing I have backwards. I think they want it this way. And that's how you put them together. You just literally just see the little nudge, get the hole, boom. Same for all three. And that is that. And I have these two in the two formations, along with one in cube mode. But let's take a look at what they call, I think they call them box chargers. They're just little storage for your cubes, and this one says is a nice actual gold looking plastic, and says Ava 0 on it. Ava 0 prototype. Yep, box charger. It says it right here. Nothing. You got caution on the side, got nerve up top, caution, nothing on the bottom. Can open it up, and let's take a look at Unit 1's, which now has purple and green, which it has Ava Unit 1 test type, which is cool. It's the exact same mold, and you can connect these in any way you want. So if you want to make an L shape, if you want to stack them that kind of way, if you want all of them to line up, and then they're just all up. They're all easy to open. And I do appreciate it actually has their name and this depiction of colors, because if I bring in a standard BeastBox box charger, they don't actually have all these holes and everything, and they're clear. They do say caution on them, so that's the thing, but they both say box charger on them. So yeah, there's that comparison real quick. And if we open this one up, we get Unit 2 in cube mode, and we will take a look at that in a minute. So let's take a look at the Beetles themselves. Let's start with Unit 1, and I love how these look. The paint looks amazing. It comes with these two little missiles. If we take a look at Unit 0, we see we can deploy wings and everything. The printing on this is actually really cool. You get Unit 1, get this coloring on both sides. This one side says Evangelion. You get this horn that you can move up and down, which you also need to fold when you transform it. We'll show you that in a little bit. If you open up the wings, you can see painted details on the inside, and you can see you can just fold these out, and it says Nerve on one side and Unit 1 on the other. And overall, I do think this looks really cool. If you have the missiles in here, you got to take them out if you want to flip over what could be considered a flight mask for its like full flight mode. And you can put these missiles anywhere you want. You can put them on the shell right here, and these all come with the same accessories. These are pretty much the same thing with a different head. These are 3 different Beetles, but they are very much the same thing. You can plug it into the hole in the wing. There you go. So yeah, you got some places wherever you want to put the missiles. You can even put the missiles under there if you really wanted to. So there is that. We'll call Unit 1 good for now. Let's just get them back to standard Beetle mode. Put this guy back in. Take a look at Unit 0. I think it looks pretty good. And for once, instead of a yellowish kind of color, they actually went with gold, which makes this look really nice, especially with the white. It pops. You can move the pincers. You can actually move these in if you really wanted to, like make it look like it's grabbing somebody. And with this one, I do have the standard edition, which was originally blue. I want to say this was called Nightcrawler, and I think they do a bunch of repaints of these. But I have him, and honestly, I love how they both look. They definitely are, they feel very different from each other. So, there you go. He comes with the missiles as well, but he can go back over here. And yeah, she, I guess, looks pretty good. I think she looks good. You can take her little red missiles out. You can fold them up. They also still have the detailing. It still says Unit 0 on the side and Nerve on the other wing. So, you know, you can close that up. There you go. So cute. I do kind of fear the gold plastic on this figure. I have no idea if this is the type of gold plastic that will fall to gold plastic syndrome or not. But I really do hope that it just stands the test of time, but only time will really tell. I hate that with toys. I honestly hate that with gold toys. I'm like, I don't want to have you disintegrate in my hands next time I mess with you. So, I'm going to show you first how we will transform them out of cube mode. So we're gonna take this unit 2, and I'm not gonna lie, all the transformations are the same. Like, it's just the difference between what you fold up in the head. And I will show 1-2 cube mode, but I'm not going to show all 3 because they're very similar. I will show you what you do need to do the slight alterations. So, to start with, we want to pop out these legs. Pop out all these legs. And you pop this part off. You lift this part up, spread these parts out. And by the way, I like how it was like a very nice cube shape and is turning into a round looking beetle. You can flip this out. It's stuck a little bit. Flip that. Pull these out. And you pretty much got to make it so it spins like this. Get the wings out, get the beetle shell out of the way, hook it back in, lock it. I think I did this backwards. I don't know how I did that. I guess I already spun it around. I don't remember doing that. Because you want it like this. Because you want the shell on top. Put the legs down here. And you can put these legs however you want. They are on ball joints. So, and again, they all have the same articulation. So they all are on ball joints and they have this hinge. And these are on hinges. But I have never really had a problem in getting these guys to stand. You fold out their little extra arms, so you have all 6 little hands. Flip out the horn, and you have Unit 2 in Beetle mode. And they look really good. Bringing in Demon Dart, who is a repaint, or the original, I think, start of this mold, maybe, I don't know. Who's also a Kabuto-like beetle. And they look very different from each other. I like the blue for like the light-piped little parts for the face. I do like that. Instead of gold, they got the bright orange. And obviously the white. Yeah, they're pretty much just the same, but they got the Eva look. Much like the other one. I don't have the original one of this one. That one I just haven't bought yet. So maybe I'll get it one day. Maybe I won't. Who knows? But I really do like these beetles. Again, you can flip out. You can take the missiles out, which they come with like blue missiles, and you can flip out the mask, or you can flip out the wings, which has the white accent color for the Unit 2 and the Nerve logo. Evangelion on the side. And I think it looks pretty good. And I do like these. I think these are really fun just transforming toys. Like, especially when I got the first 2 that I actually own. The ones that I showed you the alternates of. I just like having these to just transform almost mindlessly on my desk. So having them with a really cool color scheme is actually kind of nice. It's something I didn't expect to enjoy as much as I do, but I like that I finally have an excuse to talk about these on the channel, because these are fun little toys that I love that, like, it's just, there's no mythology behind this. Like, there's no, this beetle ship or whatever you, like, is this a thing that is like a drone? Like, will it leave my hand and go, like, search things for me? Or is this like a ship that you can fly around in that's just a beetle shape? I don't know. Sky's the limit, and I love that kind of stuff. I feel like some toys are kind of missing that nowadays, and like these are just fun little designs, and you know, you slap the Evangelion color schemes on them, and I'm immediately like, ooh yeah. So let's transform Unit 1 into a cube. So to get started, let's just start with pretty much the most important part. You gotta flip the horn. You gotta flip this horn, fold it up, boom. And that's pretty much only the differences. So when you're getting all of them ready for Beetle mode, or Cube mode, you flip these. And this is how all of them... So this is how they all get ready for Cube mode. You scrunch up their little faces, And I think that looks pretty good. And you obviously just saw after we undo it, that's what happens. And then you fold these out. With with unit 1 and unit 0 kind of having a very similar. Grab the snoot horn. Boom. And you pretty much just fold up the legs. And you split the shell. You do want to split the shell first. Split the shell. Get this back here. Flip this up. Which this might be a little hard. Do not try to force it. I don't know how fragile this plastic is. I have luckily not had anything break on me. You fold this panel right here. That was like the top part of the shell. We'll now fold over and fill in this gap where the thruster is. Do you see this tab? When you turn it, it is going to go into that slot. But first you gotta flip this around so it's upside down. Flip this over. Fold this hand right here. This little thing will go into the peg on the side of the head. This will go into the peg to the side of the head. And you do it that way. And then you plug in the thrusters. Like I said, this little L shape is going to go into that hole. And there you go. And this little tab will go into that little hole on the top and lock the legs in. And then you slot this part onto these tabs on the feet. And boom, you got them in. Oh, okay, I didn't slide this one on like fully properly. My bad. So there you go. They're fully tabbed in and in cube mode. And again, I'm very impressed that something this round can turn into such a nice looking cube. And you can't even fully tell that this is supposed to be a beetle, which I think is really cool. And again, it's what made me really actually enjoy this timeline. Toy line, not timeline. And they do a bunch of other animals. Like, I have an alligator, and a gorilla cube. So if you guys want to see more of these covered on the channel, tell me down in the comments. Do you guys want to see more BeastBox? Will this be the only BeastBox video I do? I don't know. I just thought doing this Evangelion set would be the most fun. And again, you can just open it up. Just put it in there. Boom. And again, these are just so easy to transform. Like, it is a fun figure that is a good time. And let's get into some of the comparisons, because there are a lot that I can do here. So let's get started. And I'm just showing you how quick this thing is easy to transform. I just showed you guys. Again, if you guys want to go see how these transform, go back to the start of this video when you saw me do Unit 2, because it's the exact same thing. You flip that, flip the feet down, boom. Don't know how long he was actually even in his other mode, but whatever. Put his hands down, put her hands down, keep calling it him. When we all know if it's Evangelion based, this is probably for Unit 1, and she will not be happy with me if I don't say it right. But let's bring in the units so we can compare them. Like I said, I think these are kind of fun. I guess you could actually, if you wanted to, let's see, wait, can you open? Let's see what happens if I open the wings. So yeah, if you wanted them to, they could fit. This is the Eva frame, and they can fly around. Woo! So yeah, Unit 1. We got Unit 0. And we got not just the rebuild version, oh god, of Unit 2, which this one is obviously more based off of. But let's bring in regular Unit 1. Unit 2, I mean, not Unit 1. But yeah. There they all are together. If I can get them better in shot. Let me see. Let me adjust. There we go. And honestly, they weirdly do look good together. I think it's just because, again, those color schemes are matching up really well, but hey, what works, it works. But yeah, there's them. Let's get them out of here. And I guess to show with, like, I guess a smaller figure. Here's Shoto Drive. Okay. And just so you guys can see how big these are compared to Shoe Gods, here is God Kabuto. He is way bigger. He's bigger than both of them. Or all three of them. But yeah, these are really fun, and I'm happy I got to talk about them. I think these are some of like my favorite toys that I have found in recent years, just because I like how nifty and fun they are. Like, I don't really think I needed these, the little plastic things. I do appreciate like having these boxes just because it's like it gives me an easy way to store them, and I don't have to feel like I'll lose them. Nice way to protect them. And if you have the other ones, like if you have the clear ones, they still stack. So you can just make like a wall of cubes, and that's kind of awesome. But what do you guys think? Do you guys want to see more BeastBox videos? Do you guys want to see more Evangelion related stuff? Tell me what you guys want to see down in the comments. I just thought this would be a fun video. Which is your guys' favorite out of the 3 Beetles here? Like, I want to give it to Unit 1 because I love the purple and neon green color scheme, but Unit 0 looks pretty slick in the gold. Like, I can't lie. I was like, when I looked at the gold, I was like, oh wow, like pictures didn't do this one justice. Like the nice teal and everything else, it's like, wow, really coming up to look really clean. And then you have Unit 2's color scheme, which always looks great. That and Kabuto Beetles are often my favorite Beetles, so kind of a advantage there. And I love the clear bluish green teal color they have. I was a little too high, but like I like that. But yeah, you guys tell me down in the comments what you guys think. What else do you guys want to see? And did you guys pick up this set? Would you guys just pick up like the regular editions? Would you rather get a blue version of like the Stag Beetle rather than a gold? Or maybe this is supposed to be a Coca Sauce Beetles. I'm not sure. But I don't know. Tell me down in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. Until whatever I do next. Bye-bye!